After Bruce Wayne dies in a tragic accident, the Joker is depressed that Batman is no longer around. Eventually, he decides that to keep the joke alive, he must become Batman. The laughter stopped. It had always been with him, rattling about in his head, lurking just beneath the surface until it exploded out of him. Everything was just so funny. The world. How it worked. All of the little people scurrying about in it. Everyone else couldn't see how amusing it all was. How great a joke was being played out. So the Joker laughed for them. The laughter was him. Made him so very special. Different. It was only in the quiet that he could see it now. How dreary the world was without hilarity. How empty and still. So selfish of the Bat to take the joy with him. It wasn't funny. Bats never joked. All so serious. So solemn. That was why he had done it. Bats didn't understand how very cruel it was to leave before the punchline. That it wasn't how jokes worked. The Bat stole the limelight and left before the finale. A dreary exit just when the show had gotten good. Bye. Toodle-loo. The Joker placed a small hand buzzer on Bruce's grave, the white paint smeared across his face slowly dripping away as the rain pelted down. He stood there, unmoving before the freshly tilled earth. It was silent except for the patter of droplets. Not even the smallest of giggles. The Joker felt no desire to disturb Wayne's slumber. The Joker did not know the man buried there, did not want to know him. He had taken the Bat away. He had always imagined the moment differently. Or, more accurately, he never imagined it at all. The Joker had taken it for granted, assumed that the two-man show would endure without end. Why stop a glorious thing? The audience craved more, who were they to disappoint? There were so many jokes left, waiting to be told. All gone now. A packed house with an empty stage. A terrible, tragic waste. He continued his vigil, the passage of time measured only by the continued deterioration of his face paint. Long milky streaks of white splatted down his torn purple tuxedo jacket, but the Joker did not respond. He had worn the mask for as long as he cared to remember, though he cared to remember very little. It had been a part of him, a foil to the somber black visage of the Bat. The paint seemed foolish now. There was no point. None of the simple fools of Gotham would get it. They wouldn't understand as the Bat did. A tear leaked out of the corner of his eye, hidden amidst the rain. You never could tell a joke, Bats, the Joker said, his voice a whisper, no fair of you to steal mine. No one could replace the Bat. No one knew the Batman like he did. The Batman lived on only in the Joker's fading memories. Perhaps that was the joke in it, that only he should remember the Bat as he truly was. That only the Joker could see the Batman. The Joker stared down at the puddle at his feet. The face paint was gone now, revealing the man beneath. He looked plain. Normal. This man who stared back did not laugh. He had forgotten how. The man behind the mask had no identity. That had washed away. The man in the puddle could be anyone. Any mask could find a home on top of a face like that. It was a blank canvas, waiting for something new. The man in the puddle looked away, to stare at the tombstone. Bruce Wayne had worn masks too. He was nothing until he was the Bat. His mask had been his identity. Why couldn't someone else wear that mask? Someone who truly understood the Bat. There was something amusing to that. The man began to giggle, the laughter building into great heaping waves. It was hilarious. It was the funniest thing the man had ever heard.